and Ted Face the Music is the third installment in the Bill and Ted series and was released straight to rent or buy on streaming services on August 28th. The movie follows Bill and Ted, played by Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves respectively, after 25 years have passed since the events of Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, and nearly 30 years since George Carlin's character Rufus told them they would unite the world with their music in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. The lively and hopeful duo have still not produced a single hit that has even come close to uniting the world. Nearly everyone close to them is frustrated with their antics, and their personal relationships are on the rocks because of it. The pair may be desperate for success, but they don't let their desperation make them bitter or any less confident, especially with the encouragement from their two exceedingly supportive daughters, Billy, played by Bridget Lundy Payne, and Thea, played by Samara Weaving, who seem to be the only people who fully believe in Bill and Ted anymore. Eventually, a woman from the future brings them to San Dimas in the year 2720, where they discover they need to play a song to unite reality later that night, or the space-time continuum will collapse and the world will end. This gives them the idea to steal the song from future versions of themselves who have already written it and bring it back to the present in order to save reality. The film has 25 years of lost time to make up, and because of that the beginning feels a little meandering, without an overly clear direction of where it's going. However, it doesn't take long until the movie picks up momentum and becomes a fun ride all the way until the end. Bill and Ted's optimism, as always, is contagious, and it's hard to not smile when they're on screen together. The same can be said for their two daughters, who bring back the youthful energy that Bill and Ted had in the original two films. Most of the actors are highly entertaining to watch, especially Alex Winter, who hasn't done any live-action acting in decades, and he doesn't miss a beat while playing Bill. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said about Keanu Reeves. He has worked very hard to become an action star that's taken seriously, and he left his aloof, dumb dude persona in the 90s. Because of this, his acting feels a little wooden and stiff in certain scenes, and like he can't fully get back into the Ted headspace. Some lacking performances aren't the only issue with the movie. The film is low budget, and at times it shows through some of the visual effects and locations feeling somewhat incomplete or empty, but that is remedied by having good production design and incredible practical makeup and prosthetics. Making a final Bill and Ted movie was a passion project for the original writers and actors, and it certainly shows. The comedy from the first two Bill and Ted movies bleeds into their work, making an eminently funny film with memorable jokes, moments, and comedic timing. At times, it feels as though the writers wanted to give Bill and Ted such a monumental send-off that they overstuffed the story with too many concurrent subplots to the point where some hardly get any screen time. There may be too much going on, but everything that's happening is entertaining. It just feels as if some things were cut out of the 90-minute runtime. But it is also a Bill and Ted film, so everything is simple and the audience won't get lost. All in all, the film isn't as solid or coherent as the first two, but the spirit of Bill and Ted is alive and well in Face the Music, and it earns its spot amongst Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey. The renting and buying price for on-demand streaming is pretty steep, but if you're a Bill and Ted fan, it's worth the price of admission. Even if you haven't seen a Bill and Ted film before, there is certainly some enjoyment to get out of this film.